17, Morgan Orm. Number 24, Ali Claudio. 5, Raina Williams.
Good evening and welcome here to Turner Stadium on the campus of Taylor University for one of the top matchups in the Crossroads League on the women's soccer side this season. It is number 15 Marian against Taylor tonight. We are so glad that you're joining us here this evening. As Taylor comes in off of a tough loss on Saturday at Grace, Marian, winners of 2 in a row, just moved up to number 15 in the most recent poll that came out today. But the Trojans had a tough hill to climb tonight with everybody fully healthy. But they're without their top goal scorer, Erin Tevens, tonight. Her 5 goals and team best 7 assists are on the bench tonight due to a lower body injury she suffered on Saturday. So we'll see how the Trojans can rebound. Remember, they have played without 2 of their top midfielders in Danny Torin and Hannah Martinez for the better part of a month. But they always had Tevens up top. We'll see what they can do here tonight. Play to the near side and Hall for Marian. She's marked by Riley Massey. Hall to the near end line with Megan Williams in the goal for Taylor. The pass cut off by Jordan Lehman. She'll work it up to the near side and Morgan Orm. And Orm will take it away and she'll run up the near side. Pressure comes from her right. They're trying to keep working it forward. Turned over and held in by Sierra Stewart. And then a foul called against the Trojans. And here comes a free kick here for Marian from the attacking half. They quickly work to the near side and they find Maya Decker. Marked by Orm as Marian shoots on the goal to our left. In navy blue jerseys and shorts with hot highlighter yellow socks. Hannah Dempsey heads it up the near side. Claudia touches the back, and now here's Lindley, too. Two with space, she'll rotate back. And then back to Massey, who bombs one forward with the right foot. Claudio tracking it in the air. Trying to be the first one onto it, leaning in and heading it away will be Delaney Hill. And then cleared away by the Knights of Marian. Throw in near side with Massey. As Taylor shoots on the goal to our right. Alexis Patnode, the keeper tonight for Marian. 9th match played, 8th start for 0-0 in baby blue tonight. And a foul against Taylor, or a violation against the Trojans, I should say. Sets up a free kick here for Marian from the defensive half. A turnover, and here comes Hall with the ball at her feet. Angling to the right towards the middle of the field, back to the near side. Centering ball, nobody there. Shot will go wide on a nice setup by Olasak, trying to find Ulmer. But it's just off target for Ulmer. She was wide open in the middle part of the 18-yard box, but she pushes it wide with her left foot to the near side post. Williams kicks it away. Near side, Morgan Orm. Dribbling forward, has a step on her defender. She carries up the near sideline. Poked away nicely by one of those defenders from Marian. That looked to be Maya Decker. AC Hardy takes it away, keeps it in Taylor's favor as they attack the goal to our right. Pass near side to Orm. Back to two in the middle. Double team comes, and Marian wins the ball back. Prana to the far side, and Waltz will dump it in deep. Here goes Hannah Davis for a run. The ball too far in front of her, and it'll be jumped upon by Delaney Hill. Back to the keeper, Patnode, who knocks it away with the right foot up near midfield. Taylor in the home whites tonight, purple numbers, purple letters. A little gold trim on there as well. As we mentioned, Marian in the road blues with white numbers and white letters. Lehman just inside midfield, right foot's one to Claudio. Massey in midfield will bomb it in towards the box. Nobody there except the keeper, Patnode. So Taylor without three starters tonight. No Tevens, no Martinez, and no Torin. Two midfielders and their top goal scorer and assister in Tevens. One shot so far tonight, that's belonged to the Marian Knights. And here come the Knights up the near side once again. Oleksak to the right. To the middle again, right-footed shot, punched away nicely by Megan Williams. And that keeps our match level at 0, just about 5 minutes in. The freshman midfielder Oleksak, the leading goal scorer for Marian, 13 tallies on the year for the freshman midfielder. Corner will come from the right side of the field as two Marian Knights stand over it across from us. It'll come into the left of the keeper, Megan Williams. A low right-footed line drive headed away by the Trojans, Riley Massey. Dumping it to the near side. Here's Oleksak again. Cross to the backside post, volleyed on back there, and wide open and putting it in is going to be Ulmer. Chloe Ulmer was right there. It volleyed around the box. It came back to the near side. Ulmer was standing right there, and she puts in her 10th goal of the year. And quickly, less than 6 minutes into the opening half, Marian leads Taylor 1-0.
Goal by number 16, Chloe Ulmer.
Marian, one of the top goal-scoring teams in the country, and they've outscored their opponents 50-5 this year. And again, they strike first here on the tally by Chloe Ulmer. So a 1-0 Marian lead, and they quickly try to push it again ahead. Here's Ulmer, right edge of the box, crossing on wide of the far side of the net. Again, a 1-0 Marian lead on the tally by Ulmer. Lehman heads it back into open space. Hannah Davis sprints, and she'll work it back to Hannah Waltz. 3 shots here in the early going for Marian. And running up the far side will be McAtamey. Crossing pass, misses everybody. And Massey will wisely let it roll across the end line and set up a goal kick here for Megan Williams. Williams playing and starting in her 13th game of the year. She's allowed now 8 goals on the year. Has stopped 33 shots after that diving save earlier in the contest. Has a save percentage of just over 82%. On the other side, Patnode playing in her 9th contest, starting her 8th. 4 goals allowed. She stopped 17 shots this year. Marian opponents have only taken 83 shots this year compared to coming into the night. Marian had taken over 200 more shots than their opponents at 285. And that's how things have played out here early. 4 shots for Marian, none so far for TU, as Marian tries to run their winning streak to 3 after defeating Goshen 3-0 on Saturday. They're 4-0 away from home. Their only loss coming at home this year. They're 11-1-1 overall, 3-1 in the Crossroads League. Their only loss to Mount Vernon Nazarene here in league play. But since then, 2 wins in a row for Marian. That loss came a week ago from this past Saturday. Shot sent on by Ulmer. Easy stop for Megan Williams. A 1-0 Marian lead that came less than 6 minutes into the opening half. We're sitting at about 8 minutes gone right now. And again, more pressure comes from Marian up the near side. Oleksak, their top goal scorer, marked by Massey all the way near the 6, sends it on, and an easy smother by Williams, helped there by Riley Massey. Baylor's had the ball in their attacking half briefly tonight. Here comes her second crack at it. Orm tried to connect the long pass to Davis. It was easily cut off and intercepted by Delaney Hill. Prana forward. That one goes past everybody, and Megan Williams will let it roll inside the box and scoop it up. Goal kick held in by Marian and Mackenzie Hall. Massey for Taylor, sending it in deep over everybody's heads, near edge of the box, and coming out of it will be the keeper Patnode, and she snatches it up before Lindley 2 could poke it away. Touching near side, good run up coming with Damas. Oleksak turns it over, Claudio will take it away. Angling to her left towards the middle of the field, runs through 1 challenge, touches the 2. Pressure comes from behind, and 2's aggressive touch turns it away to Prana. Back up the field it comes from Marian and Stanfield through the center circle. Actually make that McAtamey. Then her pass taken away as Hardy stole it away. Massey near side. Her clearance blocked away, and it goes off the right foot of Mackenzie Hall. Coaching matchup tonight, Marian led by 6th-year head coach Gary Yohe, who has really turned the Marian program around very nicely here in the last couple of years, as they've been one of the top teams in the Crossroads League the last 2 seasons. Taylor led by 12th-year head coach Scott Stan. He's got the Trojans at 9-2-1 this year. Their only 2 losses this year to Northwestern Ohio, one of the top teams in the country, and to Grace, who's no slouch as well. They were 20th before the most recent poll came out. That setback was this past Saturday, where Taylor was really outshot by a wide margin against the Lancers. And they've already been outshot 6-4 as we played just over 10 minutes here in the opening half from Turner Stadium. A good defense there by the Trojans, forces the ball to go across the end line, and it'll be a goal kick for Megan Williams. Williams sets up the goal kick. Lehman boxes out her defender. That allows the ball to bounce to the shoulder of Lindley 2. Deflects it off the foot of Sierra Stewart. We'll say it went off of 2, and Marian will have a throw in just near midfield. The Taylor fans disagree as the sun sets here in Upland, Indiana. Marian going from right to left in navy blue. Taylor defends in white. Throw up the near side to Oleksak, marked by Hannah Dempsey. The 2 freshmen will see plenty of each other throughout their careers. Decker will throw it in near side for Marian as they shoot on the goal to our left, leading 1-0 after the 10th goal of the year by Chloe Ulmer. Decker heaves it in, letting it come back to her feet is Hall. Then the ball squirts to the middle. Oleksak plays it back. Prena shoots one high, and that one's going to go into the top shelf in the upper 90 on the far side of the goal. And less than 12 minutes gone here in the first half, Marian leads 2-0 as they try to win their third match of the year. That goal very pretty from Prena. Prena's first goal of the year, and her first collegiate goal as well for the freshman. To go along with her assist, Oleksak had the assist on the helper there to Prena. Taylor has yet to take a shot tonight, and they're already down 2-0 as we approach 12 minutes gone here in half number one. Patnode almost turned it over just inside the 18, but able to get the ball away. That's driven in deep, I should say, by the left foot of Maya Decker. Back to Williams inside the box, and now Taylor finds themselves down 2-0 without their top goal scorer and their top assister in Aaron Tevens, who's out tonight with a lower body injury. Then Dempsey pops it into the air. That one will sail out of play and set up another throw in here for Marian. Taylor has not been able to possess the ball for more than a few seconds in the attacking half tonight, as they'll back Decker up to throw it in. Massey got her head on it. McAtamey there, and a foul called against Marian. First foul against the Knights tonight, each team with one foul against them. Taylor has not been able to possess the ball. Again, this game's starting to look a lot like their match did on Saturday against Grace, where the Lancers outshot Taylor by a wide margin. The Trojans fell in that contest 2-0, allowing a goal in each half. They're down 2-0 here as we played exactly 13 minutes here in half one. Raina Williams pops it forward to the middle of the field, and Lindley too. Back to Lehman on the ground, right foot to Claudio, touching the space. It finds the feet of two. Back to the overlapping Claudio near side, overrunning the ball, tripped up, but the ball will still find the feet of Hannah Davis near sideline. She'll dance with it, trying to get to the end line, cut off, and then the flag goes in the air. It looks like that ball bounced up and hit the hand of Hannah Davis as Decker was marking her. Jenna Tempo to Hall, and then to the near sideline and DeMoss. Dempsey cuts out the pass, but it finds the feet of Ulmer, the first goal scored tonight. Oleksak shoved away by the sophomore defender Riley Massey. Out of play near sideline, and Marian will throw it in with Decker down below us. To the near side corner, back to Decker. Decker's pass to the middle. Good touch from Hall, sends it on, and that'll miss wide to the near side. 8th shot of the first half for Marian. They put 5 of them on goal. 3 have been stopped by Megan Williams. 2 have gotten past her. The first one knocked around a couple different times, or twice exactly, before finding the feet of Ulmer, who was wide open. Nobody was around her for about 3, 4, 5 yards. Then the second one, a very nice shot by Prena that she lifted to the upper 90 on the far side post. Dempsey clears this one away for Taylor, but it's going to remain a Marian throw-in here in the attacking half down to our left as they shoot on the goal to our left as we approach 30 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Decker to throw it in. Steps over the small cones that have been laid out on their sideline. No trouble for her. Left edge of the box, McAtamey jostling with Dempsey. Cleared away by the Trojans. Davis in a foot race. Jenna Tempo, the first one to it, and then on to the middle, and her keeper, Patnode. Pressure comes from Claudio, and Patnode again. Dangerous living by the Marian keeper. This one almost deflected away by Claudio, but she gets it away in the nick of time. Long run, far side, Oleksak. Marked by Raina Williams. A 2-0 Marian lead, and just when Taylor gets the ball in the attacking half, Marian quickly brings it back to their end. Centering ball, snuffed away on the far side post by Megan Williams. On a cross try by Oleksak. Eight shots to none here for number 15, Marian. They lead Taylor 2-0. 2 bracketed by defenders. Dishing off near side to Davis. Stepped away, poked away from her, but 2 steps right on top of it and keeps it in the attacking half for the time being for Taylor. Lehman switches the point of attack to the far side and Hannah Waltz. Claudio shoved off the ball, pinballed around, and then Marian will clear. Looked like it was Delaney Hill who was the one marking Claudio and got it away. Lehman to the far side of the field. Waltz jogging in. Far sideline, Orm, left edge of the box. Couple step over moves, cut off trying to get to the end line. Rotates back with Jansen marking. Puts it all the way back into space. Waltz will dish it off to Hardy. The freshman in the middle of the field. A long pass to 2, knocks it down. Steps through 1 challenge, can't get away from the second. The ball popped to the near side in Davis. Here's Massey surveying. Curls it all the way backside of the box. Running in is Orm, and she was just a hair late. As waiting for the ball was Jansen. She cut off Orm, who made a nice run from the far side of the box, but could not deflect it on frame. And here comes Marian on a quick counter. Here's the electrifying speed of Ulmer. She runs right past Dempsey. 1 goal tonight for Ulmer, and now make it 2, as she just outran the freshman Dempsey to the ball, and Ulmer puts in her 2nd goal of the night, and it's a 3-0 Marian lead with 27:47 to go here in the opening half. Ulmer just found another 2 gears, ran right past Dempsey, and beat Megan Williams with her left foot. Ninth shot of the night, 6th one on goal for Marian. Taylor still has yet to get their first shot here this evening. And now they find themselves down 3-0. Easily the most goals that Taylor has allowed in a first half this season. They came in allowing just 10 in their 12 previous matches. Dempsey heads it back towards the center circle. Held in by Marian. Stepping through is Oleksak. Shakes away from Hardy. Up the near side, back to her right foot goes Oleksak in the middle. Trying to work it forward. And the only one there was Megan Williams of Taylor. The intended target looked to be Ulmer. So Ulmer with 2 tallies tonight. Now gives her 11 on the year. She and Oleksak with double-figure goals on the year. McAtamey too far. And Williams lets it roll inside the goal box, and she'll snag it. Emma Walsh about to start getting loose for Taylor, as the Trojans need just some type of offense here this evening. Goal kick sent over Hannah Davis's head, bounces out of bounds, and Decker will throw it in again here. Throw it in once again on the near sideline for Marian. Massey heading it forward, 1 hop to 2. Taylor running forward. She'll play it behind Davis. Taylor trying to get a deflection call, and they will. Down on the spot there was backup keeper Lauren Camerano to assist our officials. Emma Walsh in for Taylor. She replaces Allie Claudio. And Laura Claddy walks to the midfield line as well, about to check in at the next opportunity. Lehman trying to turn. She'll play it on the spot to Davis. Ball knocks around. Lehman losing a challenge, and Marian quickly works it up the near side of the field to Ulmer once again. 2 and Massey trying to hunt her down. Oleksak plays it back. Getting a foot on it was Hardy. But still picking up and pressing forward will be the Knights of Marian as they go from right to left in blue, leading 3-0. Almost 20 minutes into the first half. Right edge of the box, trying to center of the Knights. Their pass centering try blocked. As it was Oleksak racing into the box once again. Second corner of the night upcoming here for MU. It'll be McAtamey to take it from the far side of the field. Greer Glover, the Ball State transfer, ready to come in along with Claddy for Taylor at the next opportunity. McAtamey to take it. Both hands in the air will come to the left, in from the left of Williams. A line drive, knocked around, loose still in the area, hunted away, trying to bicycle kick it in as Marian. On the feet now and cleared away by a hard right foot as Hardy. It was loose just inside the 6. Right in front of Megan Williams, knocked around and then finally cleared away by those in white. Laura Claddy to come in and get A.C. Hardy. Glover comes in for Marian. She replaces Mackenzie Hall. Praying to the 5'7" freshman to throw it in near sideline. To the corner and Ulmer. Back up the near side of the field, the pass goes. One hops the turf. Lehman will punch it forward to 2. She'll touch it around the defender to Walsh. Side steps from Glover. Then back to the far side and Orm. Taylor just trying to hold possession here, but then a long pass won't get to its intended target, and Prana will intercept it before Davis could scoop it up. Near sideline, Decker to Prana. Back to Decker. Massey steps in, cuts her off, and Massey will get called for the foul as Decker sent sprawling. Second foul against Taylor tonight. Still the Trojans have yet to record a shot, being outshot 9-0 and 6-0 in shots on goal. Here with 23-24 and counting in half one. A 3-0 lead for numbers 15 Marian, who rose one spot in the poll that came out today from 16 to 15 after a perfect 2-0 week a week ago. Our head official backing Emma Walsh up before Decker takes the free kick. Decker splits the 2 defenders and finds Stewart. Her left-footed pass intercepted by the Taylor's Hannah Davis. Stewart, though, takes it right back from Davis up to Ulmer. She and Lehman jostle for position. Claddy comes in to try to help and turn the ball over and get it back to Taylor. Decker carrying up the near side, knocked in deep by Jenna Tempo. Into the box. Does not bounce as far as Taylor thought. So Megan Williams had to come out and snatch it about a yard or 2 inside the 18. A couple white jersey defenders. They're boxing out any forwards for Marian, but another dangerous opportunity there for the Marian Knights, who already lead 3-0. Here with 22-20 and counting. Massey sends it in, backpedaling and heading it straight into the sky is Jenna Tempo. Shouldering it forward is Walsh, actually to the near side, off of Davis's foot. She's able to hold it in. Pressure comes, Davis eludes one. Now the double team comes, knocked out of bounds as Decker will go off of her and she screams in opposition to our near side official, and the Boo Birds come out from the strong Marian contingent down in the bleachers below us. Massey skips, pumps twice before throwing in, now does. To the in-cutting Davis, headed into the air, to the near side and worked along. Marian able to clear, Massey will curl it to the middle. 2, stepping away, circling, back to Lehman, 2 calls for it. Lehman can't get it to her before the defense collapsed in front of 2. Far side Waltz, right-footed shot on the ground. It'll go wide. It'll be a goal kick, for Patton-Ode. Patton-Ode in the baby blue goalie uniform. Taylor's been unable to do anything offensively tonight. Their first shot comes with about 22 minutes left. That most recent try from Waltz. And the aforementioned Waltz pops it away from the far edge of the box, stepping in. Long shot. This one will sail over the crossbar. A try by McAtamey. Shot number 10 tonight for Marian. We mentioned off the top, Taylor without Aaron Tevens, their leader in goals and assists, 5 tallies, 7 helpers this year, but it wouldn't matter if she was out there anyway. Taylor has not been able to get the ball in their attacking half for longer than maybe 30 seconds to a minute, but have not had any dangerous opportunities here so far this evening. Another turnover here with McAtamey. Sent back to the attacking half of Taylor by Raina Williams, skied by Decker of Marian. Davis hops in the air and plays it to open space. Decker reads it, and she'll send the bomb in. Cut off by Ulmer, too hard off of her foot, and Massey will send it forward up the near sideline for TU. Cut down, Walsh blocks it. Davis will jump on top of it but it rolls out of play before she can get to it, and Marian will throw it in front of the Taylor bench down to our right. Less than 20 to go here in the first half. All Marian so far, 3-0 the Knights lead. Outshooting Taylor 10-1 and 6-0 in shots on goal. Lehman heads the throw in back. Dempsey will watch it bounce out of play. And Marian will throw it in quickly with Mackenzie Hall. Actually make this Ulmer racing forward. Throws it into McAtamey. Centering ball, deflects off of Raina Williams right to the middle and Glover. Trying to run away from Waltz. Back heel kick. Intercepted by Claddy as they tried to find Oleksak. Praying into the middle. Dancing is McAtamey. Claddy cuts her off. McAtamey falls down, and then Hannah Waltz sends it up towards the center circle for Taylor. Held in by Marian, who've dominated possession here in this opening half. As we approach just about 19 minutes separating us before halftime, a 3-0 Marian lead here in the first half. Orm dribbling to the middle. Massey calls for it, gets it with some room to work along the near side of the field. Taylor shooting on the goal to our right. Massey tries one. Patno there, punched it just over the crossbar as Patno was falling back. Her first try in a long time. The 5'6" keeper got up on her tiptoes and just was able to punch it over the crossbar. Taylor just trying anything in their arsenal. Trying to test Patno here tonight. First corner of the night for Taylor will come from the far side as they shoot on the goal to our right. Morgan Orm will take it. Curls it in. Two trying to mark it. Goes over her head. Raina Williams holds it in, then volleyed away from trouble by Delaney Hill of Marian. Oleksak left foots it forward. Waltz will bash it back into the fray. Davis touching it down into space. Big first touch, and then Lehman steps in front of the clearance try by Marian. Circling back near side to to Riley Massey. Davis down to her right, runs through a tug down, almost took her arm off. Davis's cross will come. Decker slow to get back up, but she almost pulled the arm out of Hannah Davis's left socket. And no foul came as Davis was able to run away. Decker slow to get back, but now back to her feet and walking under her own power. Back to action in front of us. Ball all the way on the far side of the field, the attacking side for Marian. Oleksak had it, and then Raina Williams cleared it away. 10-2 the shots in favor of Marian. As Decker will now jog as Marian head coach Gary Yohe checks to make sure that the freshman is okay. Oleksak, the intended target on the throw-in, out of play across the end line. And Megan Williams has a throw-in, but not before Victoria Hilsey of North Carolina checks in for Taylor. She'll replace Hannah Dempsey.
Victoria Hilsey.
So it looked like it was supposed to be Dempsey, but Massey is the one that runs off for Taylor. You could hear Taylor head coach Scott Stan trying to tell Riley that she wasn't the one supposed to come off, but something will get looked at here in the medical tent with athletic trainer Joe Walter to figure out something here with Massey. Marian holds it in the attacking half. Back heel kick. Hilsey will drive it forward, intercepting the try. Walsh heading it into space. The taller defender Hill cuts her off, but Walsh keeps working forward. Left footed to the other end by Jansen. Offside flag is in the air, coming back onside. Trying to play it was Oleksak, and she's whistled for the offside. Was offside when the ball was played, was back on by the time she touched it, but you have to be onside when the ball is played to you. Davis, a little left-footed scissor kick. And coming forward is Glover. Cloudy marks her, Waltz stands in. Walsh leaned in, trying to work her head around it. Could not get to his Patnode. Will pick it up as Walsh applies pressure. Patnode with the save tonight, 3 for Williams, but 3 balls have gotten past the Taylor keeper this evening, and the Knights of Marian lead Taylor 3-0 with 15 and a half minutes remaining here before halftime. Waltz heads it into the air. Orm tried to hold it in, but it bounced out of play before Morgan could play it back to the middle. Here comes Brooke Spencer for Marian. Sophomore forward, 5'2".
No one for Marian, number 26, Brooke Spencer.
And Spencer will go to get Ulmer, who has 2 of the goals tonight for Marian out of their 3. Ulmer, their leader in shots tonight with 5. Again, 2 goals for her, 2 assists for Oleksak. But all 3 goals coming in about a 12-minute time frame. And Taylor's been able to muster just 2 shots tonight. But they've been playing a lot of defense here this evening. Here's an attacking try potentially for Taylor. Orm dribbling to the middle. Has Walsh to her left. Orm runs through a challenge. Looking for help. Pass too far for Lehman. Hilsey sprinting in, trying to keep it in play. And Hilsey will be about 5 steps short. And it goes out and sets up a Marian throw-in as 2 more reserves for the Knights come in. Mary DeMoss, the first one, number 10. She goes to get Decker. And Alex Salmons in for Marian as well. She replaces Natalie Prena. So both goal scorers for Marian have checked out. It's a 3-0 Knights lead. Here as we have less than 14 minutes remaining here in the opening half. Hilsey near side. Headed down and out of play by Marian. By one of the newcomers, Salmons. Hilsey to throw it in near sideline for TU. They shoot on the goal to our right, down 3. McAtamey steals it. Plays it all the way to the other end. Dempsey let it roll out of play. And Taylor will throw it in from their defensive half. That's down to our left. We look down on the Trojans sideline. Still have not seen Riley Massey come back out of the medical tent. She sprinted or jogged pretty quickly off the field when Hilsey came in. And it looked like Hilsey was going to go get Dempsey. But Massey called her off and is getting looked at right now in the medical tent down below us. Less than 13 minutes to go here in the first half. All Marian in this one. The 15th ranked team in the country leads Taylor 3-0 and have outshot TU 10-2, excuse me. Lehman couldn't work it forward. McAtamey to Hilsey. Through Davis, off of her toe and out of play. Hilsey has it go off of her foot and out of play. And Marian will throw it in from the near sideline. Throwing it in will be DeMoss. Off of whom? DeMoss's throw goes off of Salmons as Davis forces the misplay. Lehman works it back to Dempsey. Oleksak almost got there. This one goes out of play off of Dempsey, and a good play by Oleksak to make life difficult for a freshman counterpart, Hannah Dempsey. Salmons to throw it in. Oleksak, a free run to the corner. Hilsey marks her, trying to spin over that left shoulder as Oleksak. Dribbling in, Davis comes help. She'll sweep it out of play, and she'll deflect it off of a Marian player, and Hilsey will have the throw for TU. Dempsey jogging and passing up to Lehman. Her long pass cut out of play by Salmons of Marian. Davis, the ball caught between her feet. Kept working back. Lehman to Claddy, up to Davis. Davis runs through a challenge. They will right foot one to the far side, and Morgan Orm. Orm turns and faces the goal to Waltz with an overlapping run to the far side. Lays it back to Claddy, then back to the far side, and Waltz looking to cross. Does the right foot. Wanted to find Walsh. Cut off by Marian. Claddy has the ball bounce over her head. She'll tow it back to Raina Williams, who left foots one into the sky. Headed back up by Marian. Oleksak up to McAtamey. Big right foot forward to Spencer, trying to find that extra gear. Cut off by Taylor's Raina Williams, and Megan Williams, the keeper, will send it away from trouble. The ball bounces away from Glover. Coming back to take it away is Orm. Claddy, one-touch pass, too far for Orm to get to. Madison Hill will come in for Marian, and Kate Kortenhoven sprints in for TU. McAtamey out for Marian, and Orm exits for TU. So we approach just about 10 minutes to go here in the first half. All Marian in this one so far. The 15th ranked team in the land leads Taylor 3-0. Goals came less than 6 minutes in. And the next one was 6 minutes after that, and then about 8 minutes, or the 6 minutes after that. So they scored in about 6-minute increments here tonight. And a total of 12 minutes, just about, a little over that, between the three tallies. Lehman took it away from a running DeMoss, but both players slipped, and that allowed DeMoss to get back to her feet first. And the clearance deflected away by Walsh, and Marian will have to throw it in from deep in their defensive half. Something that we have not said a lot tonight, deep in the defensive half for Marian. They have played mostly offense for the majority of our almost now 36 minutes of action here from Turner Stadium. Hilsey heads it in. Stewart's clearance goes back, and it deflects off of DeMoss, and Taylor will throw it in. Hilsey into 2. Back to Hilsey. Curling pass cut down by Glover. Marian tries to clear. Lehman touches back to Claddy in the middle. Dishing off to Waltz, far side. This is about where the distance she scored from against Goshen a couple weeks ago. She'll try a left-footed shot. Cut down. Lehman tries to keep working it forward. Ball deflected high in the air. Glover running in. It'll be sent all the way to the near side. It'll go out of bounds off of who? It'll be Marian, and Hilsey will throw it in with about 8.5 minutes to go before the halftime break. Lehman up to 2, just outside the 18. Dancing back to her right foot, trying to get back to her left. She's closed upon by a couple different Marian defenders, and the Knights able to clear. Dempsey, though, holds it in. Almost slipped on the ball to the near side, and this will be Hilsey for Taylor. To Lehman, and she'll pass it behind Davis, and Taylor just has not been on the same page at all here tonight. Their first shot came in with just about 22 minutes left to go here in the opening half. It didn't come till the Trojans were already down 3-0. Lehman into space. Davis trying to get there with that speed. She does. Right-footed save, but it'll be sent away by Marian. Back up to midfield with Spencer. Hilsey comes. Spencer passes it back to the trailing Salmons off target. And Taylor will throw it in with less than 8 minutes to go in the first half. Good news for the Trojans. Massey out of the medical tent and standing with her teammates down on the near sideline. Centering try. Put into the air by Delaney Hill. Hilsey heads it back before losing her footing. Oleksak to Spencer. Only one here bounces off of her elbow. Pass in the middle. Oleksak touched it off, then to Glover, who will slice one into space. Spencer trying to outrace Dempsey to the near side box, and she does. Spencer looking to cross. Her right-footed try blocked down by Dempsey. Davis comes back. Couldn't win the ball away from Salmons, who beat her to it. Sent back in. Lehman has it go off of her foot. Now it's going to bounce in. Oleksak there for Marian. Waltz trying to force her to take the wide line around, and her shot is saved by Megan Williams. Misplay by the Trojans as it couldn't get the bouncing ball. It bounced away from 2 different Taylor players and almost ended up being Marian's 4th goal of the night. First shot in a while there by Marian. And there's the 4th stop by Megan Williams. Raina Williams handles it for Taylor. Far side Waltz. And to the far side, and Kortenhoven has got a brace on her right knee. We did not see that when the Trojans played here against Bethel a little over a week ago. Waltz right footing it forward. Lehman got a touch onto it and sent away by Hill. Back into the fray. Lehman heads it down to Walsh. Then Lehman tripped up from behind the play. Both teams' fans hollering for a foul that will not come. Hilsey sending it into the box. 2 goes off of her chest, trying to get her foot onto it. Still working back is Lindley, 2, and almost got there in time, but it's cleared away before it got to the end line by DeMoss. Hilsey holds it in, running away. She'll be tripped up from behind, and a foul will come against Salmons, who gets up and disagrees. Second foul against Marian tonight. Taylor has 3. Less than 60 minutes remaining here in the first half. A free kick from the near side by Victoria Hilsey as Taylor tries to cut into this 3-0 deficit. Hilsey pops it forward. Coming forward was the keeper, Patnode. She backpedaled in as one of her defenders came in to play the ball away. Right footing up is Salmons. Clearance couldn't get away. Cut off by Davis to the end line. She wanted to find 2. but it was too far away from Lynn Lee, and it rolls out of play as Jenna Tempo lets it roll away from her. Here comes Riley John, freshman in for Marian at 5'9" to replace Spencer.
Now in for Marian, number 6, Riley John.
Pat Node for the goal kick. A short one. And held in by the newcomer Riley John. Hilsey working her back up the near side. Walsh almost came in to poke it away. Lehman throws her forehead in front of the pass, and now Lehman's feet will play it up to 2, but taking it away, reading it nicely was Stewart, excuse me. Dempsey legging it out near side. John hot on her heels, and then Hannah turns and plays it out of play for Taylor. Almost 4 minutes to go here in the first half. All Marian here as they have a commanding 3-0 lead over Taylor. Between two teams see their names in the top 25 poll. Taylor in the receiving votes category. Marian clocks in at ranks in at number 15 this week. Salmons to the end line, and the offside flag is in the air across from us. Second offside of the night against Marian. The Knights come in 9 points in the Crossroads League, 3-1. They're in third right now in the league standings. Taylor in a tie for fourth with Mount Vernon Nazarene. 7 points for the Trojans. They are 2-1-1. Free kick held in by John. Dempsey marks her on the near sideline. Her pass bombed away by Raina Williams, excuse me. Stewart right footing it forward, trying to find Oleksak. Waltz kicks it into gear, but the ball too far away from everybody, and that allows Megan Williams to pick up the roller inside the 18-yard box. Stewart knocking it forward. Pass into space, cut off by Hannah Dempsey of Taylor. Then Lehman to Hilsey, trying to work it back to Lehman. Runs around the first challenge and then eventually does get it to Lehman. Shoved off the pass by Stewart. Still ball dealt off to Davis on the near side. Davis to Lehman, working back to midfield. Back across the mid-stripe to Dempsey. On the right or the left foot of Lehman, cut down from behind, and a foul comes against Salmons. She disagrees. Same thing from her head coach, Gary Yohe. Less than 2.5 minutes to go in the first half. Taylor with the free kick, down 3-0 to number 15 Marian. Lehman cuts off the clearance. Davis to the near side, goes off of Hannah, and Marian will throw it in. Headed out by John, and Taylor will throw it in with less than 2 to go here in the first half. Davis cuts off a pass from Marian. 2 trying to work back. Claddy heads it straight into the air. Glover knocks it down with her left foot, then 2 trying to knife it away from her. Up to Oleksak in the middle. Runs around Davis. Has a player to her left, and Riley John finds it to her. Raina Williams trying to get back and cut her off. John inside the box. Left edge, right-footed curler, blocked by Raina Williams, who is standing right in front of the John trot. Back to Salmons, who trails the play. Into the box, the pass goes. Cleared away by Waltz, and Davis will step onto it and left-footed forward to the middle. 2 trying to block out. Stewart does and dishes off to Claddy. Less than 70 seconds to go here in the first half. Courtnoven back to midfield. Slicing one through, wanted to find 2. Ball played behind her. Lindley couldn't get a foot in front of the DeMoss clear try.
1 minute remaining.
Hilsey bashes it in deep. Goes off the left thigh of Jenna Tempo. 2 Taylor players in front of Jenna Tempo, who'll deal it off near side to DeMoss. To the left foot of Salmons. Back in deep, the pass goes, hustling to it and getting to the end line first. Nicely done by Jenna Tempo. She'll clear it out to the near sideline. That prevents a corner for Taylor. Davis will throw it in as we approach 30 seconds to go in the first half. Taylor trying to muster up one last push to try to go into the locker room, down by less than 3, which is their current deficit right now. Hill plays it in deep to Riley John. She and Raina Williams racing after it. And John checks up, seeing it roll out of play with 18 seconds left. Taylor will just throw it back into play, but they would need a very aggressive play to try to get one on goal with now less than 10 seconds left.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4,
Ball thrown into the sky. And that will do it for the first half of play. A dominant first 45 minutes from number 15, Marian, as they lead at the break 3-0. They've outshot Taylor 11-2, and we'll see what adjustments Taylor can make here at halftime, trying to get back into this one against the 15th ranked team in the country. We'll take a break, come back with the BSN Sports halftime stats after this here on the Trojan Sports Network.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University Athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 5 different levels of membership for you to choose from. You can join for as low as $150, all the way up to the Trojan MVP level for $1,500. Each level receives premiums, complimentary season tickets, as well as gifts from the athletic department. Members also receive special recognition during halftime of the annual Silent Night game. In recent years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
Your heart? Well, your heart is everything to you and your body, and its favorite place to be is home. Marian General Hospital has been named a nationally accredited chest pain center, which is the highest accomplishment in cardiovascular care. We are proud to provide our community with a team of cardiac experts throughout MGH. From our ambulance and emergency room to our cardiovascular departments, in partnership with our experienced local cardiologists and interventional cardiologists from St. Vincent's Medical Group. The same level of cardiovascular expertise in bigger cities at larger hospitals is available right here. Everyone has their expertise. At MGH, our expertise is your heart, bringing the best in the nation home to you. Your heart is in the right place at MGH.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Greek's Pizzeria in Upland opened its doors in December of 2017. Over the years, there have been more than 140 Greeks opened across the country, with 24 Indiana locations. When it comes to pizza, Greeks offers customers the option to create their own pizza or to try one of Greek's specialized pizzas. Greeks uses fresh, homemade, hand-tossed dough, Greek's Italian sauce, select blended cheeses, gourmet toppings, and the same method of preparation since the first restaurant opened in 1969. The kitchen can also whip up a sandwich served on fresh French-style bread, or it can put that sandwich into a pizza shell wrap. Customers can also add breadsticks or French-style bread as a side item. Greeks also offers a selection of salads and assorted dressings as well. Greeks is located just off Main Street in Upland and is a proud supporter of Taylor University athletics. Greek's Pizzeria, it's our taste.
Join the Trojan Club today and support Taylor student athletes 12 months a year. The Trojan Club has 5 different levels of membership for you to choose from. You can join for as low as $150, all the way up to the Trojan MVP level for $1,500. Each level receives premiums, complimentary season tickets, as well as gifts from the athletic department. Members also receive special recognition during halftime of the annual Silent Night game. In recent years, members have helped supply the funds for a sports information position, purchasing equipment for teams and the athletic training staff, and providing broadcasts of Trojan athletics like the one you're enjoying right now. With the support of alumni and friends, the Taylor combination of spiritual growth, outstanding academics, and a highly competitive intercollegiate athletic program can continue. To join, call 765-998-5311 or log on to TaylorTrojans.com and click on the Trojan Club tab at the top of the homepage. The Trojan Club, supporting Taylor University student athletes.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland.
It's true. Many of us spend more time thinking about what's for dinner than thinking about retirement. But if you think your retirement needs deserve more attention, we agree, and we'd like to help. Your local Edward Jones financial advisors, Ryan Jones, Mark Sieglin, and Rob Sisson, can help you get started today. They are proud corporate partners of Taylor University Athletics. Edward Jones, making sense of investing.
Ivanhoe's has been serving Taylor students since 1965, when Ivan and Carol Slane purchased the restaurant. Located on Main Street, Ivanhoe's is less than a mile from the Taylor campus and is open 7 days a week. The menu features choices for lunch, dinner, as well as 100 different milkshakes and sundaes. Customers can find other dessert items as well. The staff is proud to support Taylor University and appreciates the support of Ivanhoe's through the years.
What limits you? Too small, too old, insecure, broken. You have no limits. Rethink your limits.
Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland is proud to support Taylor University athletics. Located at 148 South Main Street, Best One is open 6 days a week. Owner Mike Pearson and his staff offer replacement tires from brands like Bridgestone, Firestone, and Goodyear. Customers can also shop for tires from the comfort of their home by using the online Tire Finder. When it's time for mechanical repairs, Best One's ASE certified technicians can perform a wide range of services to get their customers back on the road. And those same technicians can do repairs on fleet vehicles as well. Taylor Athletics says thank you to Mike Pearson and everyone at Best One Tire and Auto Care Upland. Back underway here from Turner Stadium. Our BSN Sports halftime stats look like this. Marian outshot Taylor 11-2 in that opening half, including 7-1 in shots on goal. They lead 3-0. 2 goals by Chloe Ulmer, the first and the third, and Natalie Prina got the third. 2 teams have switched sides, so Taylor will shoot on the goal to our left. Maybe that'll help their offensive production out a little bit. That was the goal that Marian shot on in the first half. No switches in goal. It's still Pat Note in there for Marian. She's in the goal to our left, and Megan Williams in the goal to our right. If you're just joining us, Taylor without top goal scorer and assist leader Erin Tevens tonight. She's out with a lower body injury. Trojans also minus 2 of their starting midfielders for another contest here. It's been going on for about the better part of a month. No Hannah Martinez, no Danielle Torrin. Martinez an attacking midfield, Torrin the holding mid that kind of strings things together. Clyde gets the start here in the second half along with Victoria Hilsey. Also good news for the Trojans. Riley Massey back out there to start here in the second half on the back line. Taylor saw Massey come off when Hilsey came in to replace her. But it looked like Hilsey was supposed to come in and get Dempsey, but it was Massey who stepped in and said, hey, I've got to come off and get looked at by the athletic training staff. So good to see Riley back out there. And running the far sideline will be Mackenzie Hall for Marian. Hilsey trying to cut her off. Hall with a little shoulder shake. Crossing ball to the middle. Waltz will clear it away. And it rolls 10 yards outside of midfield. Sent back into the box by Marian. Waltz measuring it. She'll turn and left foot one away from trouble. Stewart on the ground near side. Prana eluding Waltz, now eluding Lehman. Pushing it forward. Back heel kick Ulmer. Oleksak nudged away by Massey. Waltz trying to clear. The ball held in by Jansen. Goes off her foot now to play, and Walsh who gets to start here in the second half. As they moved, Taylor has moved Lindley to the center forward spot. A 3-0 Marian lead as we're just underway here in the second half. Hardy stepping around a defender, volleying it up to 2. A back heel kick into space. Hardy right on top of it. She's got Claudio there. Hardy taken down aggressively in the middle by Jenna Tempo. That's a foul on her. And the Marian head coach Gary Yohe disagrees vehemently down below us. Arms extended and palms to the sky. So here comes Massey with that big right foot. Ball teed up right at the little X in the middle of the field for kickoffs for football games. Massey puts one onto the goal, a high one that's going to go in! Riley Massey hits a bomb! 15 yards inside midfield, less than 5 minutes into the second half, and Massey's got Taylor on the scoreboard from long, long range.
Goal by number 26, Riley Massey.
That's probably 43 yards away. Unbelievable from Massey on the free kick, and that brings some much-needed juice back to Taylor. Oleksak trying to answer with a long try of her own, but that one's high and wide. So Massey 15 yards inside midfield. And the goal about 8 yards deep in the end zones. So we're going to call it 43. Oleksak eludes Massey. Right-footed shot punched into the air by Williams. Then she'll haul it back in on the catch. 6th save of the night for Megan Williams. We'll see if that Massey goal can bring some new life here to Taylor. But Oleksak keeps pressing it forward. Far side of the box trying to cross his Marian in there on the turf and snagged by Williams. McAtamy tried to play it in. They tried to find Ulmer, who's got 2 goals already tonight. Then Megan Williams will sky one with a big right foot. Wind blowing in, but hasn't really affected many of the goal kicks tonight from either of our keepers. Hardy trying to press it forward. Fakes and lays it on back to Lehman. Big left foot forward. Walsh comes back to get it. Pops into the air, trying to keep pressing it forward. Delaney Hill cuts her off, then clears it to the near sideline. Just the 3rd shot of the night by Taylor. Massey puts it in from 3 yards away. Near sideline, Walsh to Waltz, whose clearance is deflected away by Prana. Lehman back to Walsh, trying to cross. Slips on through. Can't clear as Marian. Lehman's big first touch now gives Marian a second chance to clear. Raina Williams chomping on her gum, comes to the near side and left foot's one into the sky. Lehman heading it back. Walsh right there. Poked away from her by Prana, but out of play. A 3-1 Marian lead. They scored 3 goals in the first half, did the Knights. Then Massey's bomb from 43 yards out has got Taylor on the board. Prana trying to clear. Hilsey holds it in. Right foot in the middle, 2. Bump from behind. Hardy trying to sweep it forward, knocked away from her. And dancing away from trouble is McAtamey. But her pass in between 2 different Marian players, Jansen and Prana. It goes down and Taylor will throw it in once again. Waltz with the honor. Walsh gives it back to her. Volleying into the box. Headed straight down on the line drive. Claddy came and then stepped back as Marian tries to work it out of their defensive half. McAtamey across midfield. Here's the speedy Ulmer. Has that Oleksak cutting to the middle. 2 defenders marking Ulmer, trying to make life difficult for her. Ulmer trying to get to the end line. Raina Williams there. Cross got on and snagged on a catch by keeper Megan Williams. Ball bounces back in. Ulmer with that good speed. Gets it away from Waltz. The 2 16s for each team locking horns here. Ulmer with the stutter step, trying to circle around Waltz, does, but dribbled it too hard, and it rolls across the end line as Ulmer was trying to cross. Shot differential majorly in favor of Marian at 14-3. But the Massey goal from 43 yards out brings Taylor to within a pair. A low goal kick from Williams gets away from Waltz. Walsh comes back, and then Lehman will send it forward. 2 trying to knife her way in. Initially in there, Taylor looking for a foul. As 2 hog-tied and tied, pulled down from behind by Delaney Hill. Taylor was screaming for a foul to come, and then it finally came after Hill cut the legs out from 2. So, who's going to take it? I wonder. Oh, how about Riley Massey, who just scored from this distance in the center of the field. She's on the near side this time. She'll play it to the middle of the box. 2's there, headed away by Marian. Claddy puts her head down, trying to keep moving it forward. The ball knocked around and then laid back to Waltz from Lehman. Into space, Lehman chasing after it. Oleksak right on her back. Oleksak knocks it out of play and then shoves Lehman from behind, and the foul is called. Marian's fans and head coach Gary Yohe disagree again. Not surprising, you don't want fouls against your team. And now Yohe being told to move back to his bench area from our head official. Waltz will take the free kick from the near side of the field. 36:49 to go second half. Taylor down 2. To the middle of the box, punched away by the keeper, sent back on by Claddy, cleared away once again by Marian, but into the sky and in the center of the 18. 2 leaps forward and she'll be called for the foul as she takes out a Marian player from behind. It was Prana who was taken out, but she pops back to her feet and looks to be okay. 4th foul against Taylor here tonight. But a new energy here for Taylor. They came out really, really flat there in the first half, as the Knights of Marian scored 3 goals in 12 minutes. Take a stranglehold lead at the break, but then Massey scores less than 5 minutes in, or less than 4 minutes in, I should say, to the second half from 43 yards away. And now Taylor's got a little more juice and a little more pep in their step. This one played out of play. An interesting move down here. Looking down, we see Gary Yohe. Some coaches will bring in chairs, like the folks from Spring Arbor, and their coaches will sit for the majority of the contest and get up and stand and make their coaching remarks and changes and updates and maneuvers and moves and all that good stuff. Gary Yohe sits on his knees and now rotates again as the ball works to the left and then kind of leans back on his knees, back onto his feet. Hey, whatever's comfortable. It's a long contest. Lehman trying to get in the way of Ulmer. Ball sent near side out of play off of Lehman. And Marian will throw it in, trying to build on their 3-1 lead. The Olexek to the end line, circling back over her left shoulder, crossing to the middle, headed on wide to the near side. So trying to see who got her head on it. That looks to be McAtamey, number 9, and I think it is. Williams' goal kick, a short one. Goes off the back of a couple of different players' heads. Winning the challenge is Prana for Marian. Her pass cut off by Waltz. Back to her feet and forward to McAtamey, who quickly rotates and works forward. Slide, shot goes on. Easy stop from Megan Williams on the try from McAtamey as her plant foot slipped from underneath of her. And there's a 7th save for Megan Williams tonight. Still a 3-1 Marian lead, but a lot better energy here by Taylor in the second half. 2 to the near side and Walsh. Back to the middle. Too slow was the pass to get to Claudio on the weak side. Claudio almost took it away from Decker. And then Prana up to the near side. Long ball in. Ulmer's got behind Massey. Ulmer with 2 goals tonight. 1 touch on. Stopped on a slide. Ulmer still with it. Taylor looking for a handball in the box as Williams came in and stopped it. Taylor looking for a handball. They've got the ball on the far side, but a splendid stop by Williams as Ulmer was trying to complete the hat trick. So a play on is called as Ulmer came in. Williams smothered the ball. It then redirected off of Megan and went in deeper to the box, but Ulmer couldn't keep playing it forward, and Massey was finally able to get it away from trouble. Walsh knocks it to the middle, goes off the shoulder of Jenna Tempo. Then she'll push it across midfield, but it deflects off the feet of Oleksak. Walsh accelerating, couldn't get to it before the ball finds Jansen's feet. She'll bash it into the corner and let Oleksak race after it. She'll get onto the end line with Raina Williams marking her. She and Ulmer electrifyingly fast. Massey heads it away from the box, out of play, and Marian will throw it in. With less than 33 minutes remaining here in the second half, Marian leading by 2, 3-1. Jansen to throw it in along the near sideline as Marian shoots on the goal to our right. Wanted Oleksak in the corner. Instead, we'll dump it in near range to Prana. Waltz touched it away. Prana still with it at her feet. Waltz throws her foot in front of the pass, and it goes off of Hannah Waltz, and Jansen will re-tee it up and throw it in again. Throwing into space, racing after it, McAtamey. Cut off by Williams, and McAtamey gets the ball back at her feet. Now tries to elude Waltz. A centering ball on a left-footed cross is easily stopped by Taylor's Megan Williams. She'll fake the fling out to the far side with Claudio. And then Williams will punt it back into play. Lehman tried to sweep it forward twice, couldn't get it to where she wanted to, and now it's McAtamey for Marian. Oleksak's touch. Too slow, punched in on a volley by Prana. Hilsey there, Williams comes in, ball knocked down, Ulmer shoots, knocked away by Raina Williams, but it's going to go in off the deflection, and Marian goes back in front by 3 as Taylor got out of position, but no, the flag is in the air, so it's offside against Marian, and it remains a 2-goal difference. And that gives the Taylor students down to our right something to cheer and be loud about. That might have been Mackenzie Hall, the one that knocked the redirect in from Raina Williams. As again, it was another up-the-middle run by Marian that Megan Williams had to come out and challenge. Raina was back. That'd be Raina Williams was back there to try to stop it. She did. But then off the deflection, Marian put it in, but the flag was in the air, and so it remains a 2-goal lead for the Marian Knights, 3-1 as we approach 31 minutes to go in the second half. Raina Williams steps forward and bombs it deep, with Morgan Orm and Hannah Davis about to check in for Taylor here in the second half. Long ball sent into the end line, and Taylor will have a goal kick upcoming here. And here come Davis and Orm. They will get who? They'll get Walsh and Claudio. Claddy sweeps it forward to 2. Turns and sends it on to Orm, freshly off the bench. Far side of the form, Orm works with Stewart right on her back. And then Orm will go back to Massey, who drives it forward. 2, deflected up, and it's a handball against Marian off the deflection against Jenna Tempo. Less than 30 minutes to go in the second half. Massey's goal from 43 yards out in the middle of the field. Got Taylor on the board, and now Massey will take a free kick here, closer this time. Let's call this 25 yards away. Far side of the field, shooting on the goal to the left, if Massey wants to. Walking slowly forward, there's the whistle. And right foot into it from Massey. Puts this one on frame. This one just misses the crossbar as Massey tried to take advantage of the short keeper in Patino, just 5'6". Taylor almost put one in the top shelf in the first half. They did it here in the second half, and then Massey almost did it again just there. A short goal kick back to Patino, who tries to clear. This one on the ground, Taylor collapsing. Marian gets away just in the nick of time. Claddy holds it in. She'll hit it once into the air as again Marian tries to get out of the defensive half. Lehman got her head on it. Now Davis racing forward, trying to throw a shoulder onto it. Jansen will tap it to the near side, out of play, off of Marian. A weird play there as Marian played it back to the keeper Patnode on the ground twice. Patnode couldn't get rid of it. Waltz working here, and the flag goes in the air. Foul will go against Taylor's Hannah Waltz. The disagreeance of the Taylor faithful. 5th foul against Taylor tonight. Marian with 7. And the Knights will have a free kick from their defensive half with Jansen. Jenna Tempo's pass, intercepted by Lehman. Claddy in the center circle, knocks it forward. Headed into the air by Decker. Orm's got the space. Decker falls down. Taylor's fans shout for a foul that will not come. Both fan bases have been unhappy with fouls and uncalled fouls by our officiating crew tonight. I'm sure that's pretty common no matter what soccer field or any athletic contest you go to, really. Oleksek, left sideline, runs away from 2 Taylor players, then she'll dribble it out of bounds, and Hilsey will throw it in for TU. Less than 28 minutes to go in the second half, a 3-1 Marian lead. They've outshot Taylor tonight 18-5 and 12-3 in shots on goal as Williams has stopped 9 of the 12 shots tonight. Trying to go to the end line. Cutting back is McAtamey. Passing back, intercepted by Claddy as she tried to find Oleksek. Whistle far side. And a violation against Marian. Taylor going from right to left in white with purple numbers and purple letters trimmed in gold. Gold, I should say, Marian in blue. Shorts and jerseys, neon yellow socks with white numbers and white letters. Orm into space and Hardy trying to let Orm go run after it. Her pass deflected out by Maya Decker. Hardy tried to play it in. Circling around 2 different Marian players, and Hardy will poke it away and out of play. Here comes Drew Mason. First time we've seen Mason tonight. 5'5" freshman. Will replace the top goal scorer for Marian on the year, Aaron Oleksek. Hilsey holds in the throw in for Taylor. Orm punched it down. Nobody there in white to get onto it immediately. He's knocked around a couple times, then squirts through. Hardy trying to box out her defender, push down from behind. Here comes Marian the other way as Hardy lost her footing. Hill circling back and then plays it back to the keeper, Patnode. 2 applies pressure. Patnode will send it to the near side, just over the head of the jumping Hannah Davis. Need forward by Lehman. Davis onto the head. Lehman trying to tap it down in space to 2. Now with the ball found the feet of Hannah Davis. Pressure comes near side, cleared away by Jansen. That's a couple of times tonight we've seen Patnode struggle with clearances. The ball played back to her. with Taylor players circling around her. A throw into 2, left edge of the box, cut away from her before she could circle and move it back under the goal. Clowney tried to poke it away from Hall, who's got a head of steam. Hall 5 yards behind midfield. Her long pass cut in front of and bashed in deep by Raina Williams. Davis had to hustle to get back on side. It'll sail over her head and be a Marian throw-in with Nicole Jansen on the near sideline. Jansen wipes some sweat from her nose and gets ready for the throw-in, and here it comes. Right to Taylor's Hannah Waltz, into Clatty, too far for her. But nobody's going to guard Lindley, too, and she'll dance it on the near side. Big first touch. Lehman swoops in to keep it in Taylor's possession for the time being. Back to Clatty, back across the midline to Massey, the Trojan goal scorer tonight. Hilsey steps across midfield and right foots one to the far side and Orm. Touch back into space. Hilsey trying to cut in front of the pesky Prana. And now Prana comes back with it for Marian. Left edge to McAtamey. Sent back in deep by Taylor. Cutting in front is Hill for Marian. As the Knights work it forward with Prana. Ulmer back into space, then knocked in deep as Marian uses that speed to hustle after the loose ball with Mackenzie Hall, left edge of the box. Massey marks her. Hall trying to get to her left. Clearance from the end line, rightly stopped by Megan Williams. And there's some visible frustration for the Marian coaching staff down to our left after that cross attempt by the Knights offense. Big first bounce on the goal kick, or the punt, I should say. Clatty, long pass to 2, trying to find an edge and does. Defenders collapsing on Lindley, slips it on, trying to work it to Davis. The pass was behind her, and now Marian with an opportunity to clear, but they turn it over by Mason right to Lehman. Long pass, Davis circling in, foot race here, near side Jansen. End line going after it, and unable to get to it in time was Davis, and that'll be a goal kick for Alexis Patnode and Marian. Goal kick from Patnode. A 3-1 lead for number 15, Marian. With less than 23 minutes to go in regulation. Hardy defending Mason. Off to Stewart, running away near side. Pass into space to the speedy Ulmer. Her path cut off by Williams. Waltz eludes Ulmer. Try to dish off to Clatty, deflected back near midfield, and Marian will hold it in with a big right foot. Ulmer right onto it near edge of the box. On the goal to our right with Williams in front of her. Trying to send it in. Volleyed high into the air. Megan Williams calls everybody off, jumps into the air and makes the snag in traffic. (18-5) the advantage for Marian in shots tonight. 12-3 in shots on goal, with 3 of them going in and 9 stops from Williams. But a 3-1 Marian lead. Taylor came out kind of flat in the first half. But the Massey tally less than 4 minutes in to the second half of play gave them new life. And they've been able to play the ball in their attacking half a lot more here in the second half with 21 and a half minutes still to go. A lot more and a lot more dangerous chances than they did in the first half. 2 to Clatty. 1 touch from Hardy back to Lehman. Too far in front of Davis. She hit the brakes. It rolls near side. Jansen will check up. And this ball will roll out of play and be a Marian throw-in. Davis turns around and applauds Lehman for the attacking mindset at pass there. Good idea, just a little bit too far for Hannah Davis to get to. Near side, out of play, off of Ulmer. And T will throw it in with their own number 16. Hannah Waltz down below us. Into Lehman, back to Waltz. Up the near side to Hannah Davis. Little touch into space to Lehman, back to Davis near side. Davis racing to the end line, looking across, left-footed does. Too far in front for 2 to get to. And now Marian will try to clear from the defensive half. 2's got other ideas. She comes in and takes the ball away. And then a nice move near side. She'll keep it in play. Now Lindley, 2, just dancing with Marian defenders. Crossing the middle, almost deflected in by a Marian Knight and Maya Decker. And then saving the day is her keeper, Patnode, diving to her right. So some friendly fire almost makes it a 1-goal game between Marian and Taylor. But Patino dives on the slow redirect in by Marian. And it remains a 3-1 Knights lead, but Taylor with a lot better emotion and juice here in the second half. Riley John and Mary DeMoss in here in the second half. First time we've seen them. They spell Chloe Ulmer and Mackenzie Hall, 2/3 of their starting forwards. Jansen throws it in. Williams cuts in and works it off to Lehman. Pass to Claddy, deflected, but Claddy still gets it. Then off to the back pedaling Hilsey on the far side of the field, defensive side for Taylor. Long pass all the way to the feet of Morgan Orm on the far sideline. Morgan works back to her right foot, accelerating. She veers to the right. Still far side of the field. Morgan tried to get away from trouble, circles back to Hilsey, who fills the spot far side. Hilsey, big right foot across into two, whose header goes straight into the air and will sail out of play as some light space, a little more space than you normally see on the dynamic Lindley 2. Who's tied for the second most goals for Taylor this year with 4. Massey's 5th one earlier in the second half now ties her with Aaron Tevens, who again is out tonight with a lower body injury. Patnode, her goal kick deflected out. As Alana Rakes and Sophia Snyder are ready to come in, and they'll enter right now. First time we've seen either young lady tonight for the Trojans.
Going for Taylor, number 4, Alana Rakes. And number 8, Sophia
They'll replace Claddy and Orm, a forward and a midfielder. So it looks like Rakes might be hanging out in the midfield, and Snyder will be taking Orm's forward spot. The throw in headed back, then driven out of play by Jenna Tempo. Less than 19 minutes, almost 18 minutes to go here in the second half. A diving stop by Pat Node, the keeper of Marian, almost prevented an own goal against the Knights, which would have made it a 3-2 game. Now time will be stopped as a warning looks to be issued here to one of the Marian players from our head official. Not sure who it is on that far side, but they have definitely been issued a warning here from our lead official tonight. Clearance knocked around, ball squirts into space. Lehman will touch it back to Raina Williams. Didn't get the strongest hit on it. Walt sends it back to the far side. Snyder lets it sail over her head. She and Decker in a foot race. Decker plays it around Snyder, but it'll bounce out of play on the far sideline. And Taylor will throw it in as we approach 17 minutes to go in the second half. Taylor down 3-1 to number 15, Marian. Snyder back. But Marian able to clear, the knifing her way in as Riley Massey has her jersey pulled from behind, and there's a foul called as Massey spun around right to our head official and was looking for the call, and it came right on cue. But Massey's jersey almost stretched all the way from her body. 8th foul, making the 9th foul against Marian tonight. And let's see what Massey's got cooked up here. She'll play a low one into the box. Knocked away and then sent away from trouble by Marian. Massey trying to hold it in for TU as the Trojans shoot on the goal to our left. Rakes knocks it down to Lehman, too far for her. And John plays it back into the defensive half. Marian's had some issues when they play it backwards tonight. Walt's backpedaling has it go off of her head. She'll readjust the protective headband on her forehead. And Marian will jog forward with Jansen to throw it in. Jansen surveying, gets it into John. Sent forward by Taylor. Cutting in is Hill, who heads into the center circle. Snyder, who's actually the forward, taking the spot of Orm. So move Rakes back to the midfield. Hilsey racing to the far side, had to brace herself as she checked up right before she collided with the bleachers across from us. Holly Collingborn about to come in for Marian and make her first appearance tonight. Hardy back to Williams. Her pass deflected and intercepted by Prana of Marian. Slipping forward, John onside between two defenders, loses her footing, gets back to her feet. Shot is on, and that will sail over the crossbar on a long-range try from Riley John, 6 in blue for Marian. That's their 19th shot of the night, their first one in a long while.
On for Marian, number
Natalie
29,
Prana
Holly
exits.
Collingburn.
As here comes Holly Collingborn. Almost 15 minutes to go here in the second half. Marian with a 3-1 lead. All three of their goals coming in the first half. 2 from Ulmer, 1 from Prana. Both are getting a breather right now on the Marian bench. Riley Massey scored from 43 yards away early on in the second half to get Taylor on the board. Drew Mason, marked by Taylor's Hannah Waltz, right edge of the box. Waltz dancing, still dancing. And a good challenge by Davis to force the ball to go out of play off of Jansen for Marian. And she'll be the one to throw it in for the Knights. Near the attack, near the finish at the final third here for MU. Into John, right edge of the box. Williams trying to knock it away. John gets it back to the end line. It's played in. Jansen's cross might have been deflected by Davis, but it was not as it lands on the back edge of the goal. So a goal kick for for Megan Williams. Good defense by Hannah Davis. We approach 14 minutes to go in the second half. A 3-1 Marian lead. Low goal kick from Williams. Raina Williams heads it into the air. To space in the near side. Riley John trying to jump onto it for Marian. Raina Williams marks her. John jogging to the near side corner. Now stops. Trying to find some space. She'll send it off of Raina Williams. And it'll be the third corner of the night here for MU. And I believe this will be the first corner of our second half. As Ulmer and Oleksak, the top two offensive players from Marian, ready to re-enter the contest at the next opportunity. McAtamey to have the corner from the near side. It'll come in to the left of Megan Williams and the goal to our right. A low outswinger. 2 got her head on it, played to the backside, knocked back in, and this one will be played wide of the far side post. Trying to wait to see the number. And that might have been Jenna Tempo on the weak side. John and DeMoss exit. As Oleksak and Ulmer re-enter here for MU for the final 12 minutes plus of regulation. Hilsey plays it forward. 2 try to get there, sent back to the other side of the field by the Marian defense. Ulmer's got in the middle, big first touch. She's got excellent speed, sent away from her by Waltz. Hilsey racing after it, gets on top of it, far sideline. Wants to shake away from Oleksak, clears it out. And it was deflected off of Oleksak. And so Hilsey will throw it in for TU into Hardy. Right footing far side, too far for Snyder. And it looks like Decker will throw it in. And she will. Massey into the air, held in by Marian. Ulmer measuring it inside the box, knocked away by Raina Williams. Oleksak, top of the box, shot will go wide as she had a defender in front of her. Good play by McAtamey, though, to knock the clearance down and give it off to Oleksak. "21 shots tonight for Marian. They have dominated shots against their opponents this year. They came in having 202 more than their opponents, 285 to 83, and also having 45 more goals than their opponents this year, 50 to 5 coming in. And so they are definitely one of the top offensive teams in the country. They have shown it here. Not as much pop here in the second half as they came in leading 3-0, as Taylor's gotten a little more chances offensively than they did in the first half. But that might be because Marian might be sliding some more players back, just trying to preserve their once 3-0 lead, now 3-1. Nice couple passes here. Waltz trying to work it along. Jansen threw a left foot in front of it and cut it off for Marian. Lehman checked up. Oleksak came to get it. Now here comes Marian on the counter. Mason jogging on the midline to Oleksak near side. Williams will mark her. Touching it in deep and then cleared away by Massey as they tried to find McAtamey. Almost 10.5 minutes remaining here in the second half. Still a 2-goal advantage for Marian at 3-1. As it looks like Walsh and Orm are getting loose for Taylor along the near sideline. Jansen to McAtamey, crossing, but out of play. Ten minutes remaining here in this second half. Two, sandwich between two defenders. Ball knocked back, and Waltz is right there for TU. Waltz to her right foot to Hardy. Slipping it back, and it's intercepted by Ulmer. To the middle of the field, the pass goes. Raina Williams there. She'll move Olechnik out of the way, but then Williams and Williams collide. Megan gets back up, but Raina Williams is slow to get back to her feet. A miscommunication there between Megan Williams and Raina Williams. Raina pops right back to her feet, but the clock will stop with 9:25 remaining here in the second half, and that might be just to let Raina get things sorted out. She'll put her headband back on. And good to see Raina pop back to her feet, one of the toughest players on this Taylor women's soccer team. And this might have been a miscommunication between she and the keeper, Megan Williams. No relation, by the way. Megan bombs into the other end of the field. Lehman holds in the clearance try from Marian in the middle. Up to two, has been held in check here tonight. Rakes, try to find Snyder, just got a toe on it, but not enough to find a teammate in white. Here's Davis coming hot on the heels of Mason. To the near side, Jansen. Up the near side, cut off by Waltz. But Waltz couldn't move it forward as Olechnik on top of it. Hardy marking her. Back to McAtamey. Massey cuts off the pass. McAtamey in the middle from long range, and Williams will watch this one sail wide of the near side post. Three Trojans ready to re-enter. Walsh, Orm, and Clatty all coming back in for Taylor.
Now on for Taylor, number 17, Morgan Orm. Number 19, from the Walsh, number 20, Laura Clatty.
Eight and a half minutes to go here in the second half. Time the enemy of Taylor tonight. Down two, as Marian has outshot them 21-5 tonight, 12-3 in shots on goal. Back heel kick from Lehman to Walsh. Waltz forward. Walsh trying to head it along to two. Trying to go far side, back to the middle, and Orm. Knocked off of her spot, but back to Clatty. Lets the ball roll back and works it inside to Massey. Far sideline, Hilsey with Taylor shooting on the goal to our left. Hilsey pushing it forward to Orm, trying to spin away from the nice defense of Decker, who took it away. Then she'll clear it into space all the way to the other end with Raina Williams racing after it. Ulmer right there. Williams tried to play it off of her foot. It'll go off of Raina Williams, and Marian will throw it in from their attacking half, far sideline, and now they'll take their time, leading 3-1 with 7:36 and counting here in the second half. Decker will throw it in to the corner. Hilsey gets in front and cuts it off. And Decker will throw it in once again. Hilsey applying pressure. Just hoping that ball's going to roll out. It stopped just inside the end line. Hilsey spun and kicked it out of play far sideline. And Decker will throw it in once again as almost a minute has been burned off the second half clock. Marian up 3-1. They scored 3 goals in the first half. Taylor with the only tally here since halftime. Hilsey again applying pressure on Olechnik, who's kicked, and Hilsey will kick it away. Decker throws it in. A couple bounces to Olechnik. Now pressure comes from Clatty trying to win the ball away. Now 3 Taylor players around Olechnik, and Clatty comes out of the scrum with it. Right footing up to Orm. Big touch, first touch off of her foot. Decker tried to send it to the middle. Deflected by Ulmer, then McAtamey. Wrong shot, just wide of the near side as she almost found the near side post from distance. Good looking shot there from McAtamey. Shot number 23 tonight for MU. Less than 6 to go here in the second half. Taylor needs shots, and they need a bunch Ball deflected near side off of a Taylor player, and Marian will have the throw in front of the Taylor bench down and to our right. Jansen. Throw in cut away by Williams. 2 lets the ball go over her head. Marian looks for a foul, trying to say that 2 shoved the player forward. Pass bounces over Walt's head. She jumps on top of it and gets ready to throw it back in. Does so to Williams. With less than 5.5 minutes to go in the second half, Taylor's got to get some opportunities going here, down 3-1. Lehman. Pass intercepted by Prana, who slips. Massey cut it off. A foul comes against Taylor on the near side. And a free kick will come from Marian with less than 5 minutes to go here in the second half, and the Knights leading Taylor by a deuce, 3-1. Allison McAtamey stands on top of it. Now the ball will be moved back about 5 yards or so before McAtamey will set it up, and actually she'll let Nicole Jansen take it. Redirected to McAtamey, lets Jansen go for an overlapping run near side. Her crossing attempt will go wide right. Megan Williams calls for it, and she'll set up the goal kick. As we approach 4.5 minutes to go here in the second half, and Taylor down 3-1. Williams slips, and a foul called against Marian in the back half. Quick restart by Taylor as the clock their enemy right now, trailing 3-1. Hilsey tried to find Orm, trying to spin away from Decker, and she does for a moment. Good recovery by Decker. She and Orm get tangled up, and a foul called against Taylor's Morgan Orm. Free kick for Marian, from the defensive half, less than 4 to go in half number 2. And number 15, Marian, leading 3-1. Ulmer wanted to work it around the D, trying to find that third goal of the night. Lehman can't work it forward. Cutting her way in now and lays it on back to Waltz. Left footing it forward to Walsh. Tapped into space to Lehman. Not enough juice to get it to Jordan Lehman. Marian pokes away for the time being. Hardy working back to the middle. Big right foot far side. Orm trying to find Hardy in the middle. Hits the brakes hard. Goes back. Runs through 2 challenges. Plays it hard into space. Then Jansen will send it away from trouble. Sierra Stewart slow to get back to her feet for Marian. 2 dancing with it in the middle. Pressure comes from Stewart, and she'll take it away from 2. Running through the middle, McAtamey. Has Ulmer cutting in front, plays it on to her with less than 3 to go in the second half. Ulmer back to the middle, sent away by Waltz of Taylor. Hardy off to Lehman. Into space to the running Hannah Waltz near sideline. Almost 2.5 to go here in the second half. Taylor down by a pair. Waltz. Try to connect with Walsh. Intercepted by Marian. Held in the midfield off the first touch. Back to the feet of Taylor's Jordan Lehman. Hardy wanted to go back to the middle. The defender was right there to poke it away. Clearance try looked to go off the hand of a Marian player. Instead, Taylor able to keep possession near sideline. Waltz fakes to her left, maneuvering to her right. To Hardy in space, steps in for the challenge and knocks Stewart down. Here's Hardy in the middle. She wants to dial it up from long range, but it goes right into the arms of the waiting Pat Node, as it was a line drive right to her. Third save by Pat Node tonight. Taylor able to hold this one in again. 1:45 and counting here in half number 2. Lehman holds it in with a right-footed volley, right to the chest of Lindley, 2. Near side of the field, 2 defenders marking 2 wherever she's gone the entire night. Lindley to Lehman, back near side to Walsh. Marian wanted an offside, it won't come. Walsh, right edge of the box, into 2. 4 defenders around Lindley this time. Back to Walsh, slipping it back. Lehman, long-range try, far side, stopping it, and almost having it squirt underneath of her was Pat Node. She's able to smother it just before Orm could poke it away from her. 4th stop by Pat Node tonight as we approach a minute to go here in the second half, and Marian leading Taylor 3-1. Williams, near side to Waltz. Up and out of play. It looks like Marian will win their third contest in a row after falling to Mount Vernon Nazarene. Jansen taking her time before throwing it in. 40 seconds just about left to go here in regulation as a man's voice cracks down below us. Taylor looking for a handball. No dice there. McAtamey in the middle. Her pass trying to find Oleksak. Intercepted, and Taylor will try to send it away with 25 seconds left. Walsh fighting for position with Collingborn. Oleksak circles. She's got Ulmer in front, bashing it to her with 14 seconds left. Ulmer, near side, has got 2 goals tonight. She and Massey fight for position here. Massey kicks it out of play across the end line. And with 3 seconds left, it will be a corner, but Marian no need to take it. And a strong 12 minutes in the first half is the difference tonight as Marian defeats Taylor by a final of 3-1. The Knights win their third match in a row to improve to 12-1-1, 4-1 now in the Crossroads League. They've got 12 points on the year. Taylor drops their second game in a row to fall to 9-3-1, now 2-2-1 in the Crossroads League. The Trojans back here at home on Saturday night to take on the Cougars of St. Francis. We'll talk to you then. Special thanks to Andrew Levins, our camera operator up there tonight. We thank you folks for tuning in here tonight as well. First home defeat for Taylor this year. They're now 5-1-1 at home, and they now sit at 9-3-1 overall, 2-2-1 in Crossroads League play. Marian with the win, 3-1 the final tonight. They improved to 12-1-1 and 4-1 in the Crossroads League, and they remain perfect on the road this year, 5-0. This has been his presentation of Taylor Women's Soccer here on the Trojan Sports Network. Until Saturday night, we say goodnight from Upland, Indiana.